Looks like rain's on the way.
Looking at Colony Lambda now, wouldn't you agree that it's recovered some of its spirit?
Definitely. The atmosphere feels different to how things were, even a little while ago.
Perhaps the change isn't a vast one, but something is indeed different. If we hadn't met you, perhaps this change wouldn't have taken place. We'd have retreated into our shells.
All we did was give things a little push. I'm sure you'd have managed this by yourself, is it?
You're most kind. Either way, that doesn't change the heap of problems I'm facing. They need fixing, but I can only manage a few at a time.
It's not good if you push yourself too hard, Commander. Getting some rest is important too.
Rest? Not sure how I'd go about getting some rest. The way things are here, I always end up busy, almost without intending to.
I suppose as long as you're at your home colony, things just turn out that way, huh?
And you know, we ain't exactly experts in the art of taking a load off.
That reminds me.
Do you have an idea, Tyon?
Well, this could turn out to be nothing, but earlier I heard a Nopon merchant talking about something called a natural spa.
A spa?
Supposedly it's in a remote place, not easily reachable by people.
What's remoteness got to do with getting poor Izzard here to relax?
The Nopon also said it contained lots of nutrients, stimulated metabolism, promoted blood circulation.
So you're saying if we get our hands on this spa, then even Izzard could get some rest? He'll be able to recover, basically?
Like I said before, the information is questionable. It's only something I heard in passing.
Tyon.
Commander, I'm sorry, I know it's hardly a credible source.
I think I like the sound of this.
Huh?
I say we go out and we find this spa thing.
I'm not really one to talk, but I didn't think you'd be so into this.
Well, I have a passing interest in things of that ilk. But, I don't want to keep you from your journey.
Nah, don't you worry about that. More importantly, how do we go about finding this thing?
Why don't we ask somebody in the city?
Right, better than just us racking our brains about it.
My thanks, all of you.
Just leave it to us, Commander. We'll give this our undivided attention.
So it's somewhere fairly out of the way.
At least people have heard of this natural spa phenomenon. to imagine what that might even look like.
I guess we won't know until we get there.
The
Interesting
more I hear
news.
about these natural spas, the more curious I become.
Yeah, you can't always give 100%.
It's finished. Shall we try it straight away?
And done.
Shall we try it straight away? It's finished. Shall we try it straight away? Will that be all for now?
I feel like I could lift mountains. Hey, want to see me try?
Huh. There we go.
And today's story is...
Okay. Next on the list is...
I hope everyone's getting along. Everyone's getting along.
Excuse me, kind sir.
What? What? A bunch of hoodlums? Trying to gang up on an old man, eh?
No, sir. We are searching for a natural spa.
What did you say?
Oh, we're searching...
If it's spas you're asking about, I'm who you need to be talking to.
We are talking to you, mate.
Well then. So you're the kids going around making noise about spas. You think talking to me is the way to get at all my secrets? You might be whippersnappers, but I can respect that kind of grit.
You think he actually knows anything?
I'm wondering.
We heard that there was someone who knew much about spas, but that he had passed away.
What did that old codger tell you? I ain't dying anytime soon.
Mind telling us about the spas, then?
When I was young, I used to go around them all, and a lot. There were about 4 of them. The one I liked the most was the Nordal Natural Spa. At the time, my back was killing me, but one dip, and it was healed. Amazing! The odd thing was, it was just a foot bath. I dipped my feet in, and it healed my back. What genius came up with that, eh? I only ever found 4 natural spas, and I also heard rumors of another secret one. I bet it'd do marvels for one's back.
Mate, we didn't come here to chat about your flipping back.
Hey,
We want to know where we can find a spa. If there's 4 of them, then you can...
no, they're long gone.
What?
Gone? You say?
Thanks to kids like you with your wars and whatever, they've been blown up, filled in.
Huh?
Natural spas need water that gushes out of the ground. No gush, no spring. You might find something if you start digging, though.
Dig. That's your advice.
Though in times like these, start digging holes and people will think you're crazy.
Well, you certainly turned out to be a font of knowledge. I don't regret this at all.
Don't take it to heart, Tyon. We tried our best. We'll just have to accept the result. We may not have found a natural spa, but the time we spent was still worthwhile.
I suppose, Commander.
You suppose nothing. You should let someone finish when they're talking. There is still the secret spa that I couldn't find. Oh, to be more precise, there might be...
What? Really?
I heard this when I was still young, so it might not be too credible. But the rumor goes that there was one in the Brasser geothermal belt. But I couldn't make it. The place was crawling with monsters, inside and out.
So there is hope after all.
Long time ago, lots of people took refuge there. But not one of them came back. That's how dangerous the place is. So, the spa might be there. It might not. That's why I couldn't recommend the place to you.
There we go then. Hey, is it?
Indeed. It might be there, it might not. The more uncertain it sounds, the more it gets me excited.
Weirdo. What if it turns out to be a massive waste of time?
I never thought I'd get so excited at searching for something unknown.
Soak yourself in the spa the way you're getting now, and you're liable to broil yourself to death.
I'll take care. Thank you kindly.
Oh, nearly forgot to tell you. How to properly use the spa. Pin your ears back and listen.
Oh.
Looks like a supply drop.
So there's a spa here.
Quite a point of interest from the look of things.
Ha! Totally fine. Ha! Okay, buddy. Surprise me. Good thing we found this.
Huh? Is that?
Huh? What's that? Cave. Great. Wonder what it's like inside.
This was a nice find.
There's an unusual smell coming from over on the right.
Hey, don't you think there's something off about this place?
Our Ouroboros powers, they're being suppressed.
Whoa, got a rare doodah right here.
Could it be that our natural spa is up ahead? Here we are then. So, this is the spa.
So it is just a great big stonking bath.
Looks can be deceiving. They told us it has special properties, remember?
The humidity is insane. Do you think the water's hot?
Huh? Hold it. Something's here.
Seems we're not the first visitors today.
Weapons ready!
Let's go, Uni!
And that's what you get.
Those guys, they healed up something crazy.
Was that an effect of the spa's waters?
Does it matter anymore? Now you can just dive right on in.
Huh? But,
Right. Ready, is it?
As promised, time for us to chuck you in.
Hold up! I don't remember making any...
What? What is the meaning of this? Commander, are you okay?
Other than my heart, I believe I'm quite all right. Thank you.
Just like the old man said, if there's nobody there, it's good manners to jump right in.
Even so, that's not...
However, the water is good.
What does it feel like?
The temperature is very pleasant.
So like I've been saying, it's just a bath.
Look, my wounds are closing as we speak.
wow. So what that man was saying, it wasn't entirely wrong, it looks like.
Yes. Now that I'm in here, I don't think I ever want to leave.
Right, my turn then. Oi, what's wrong with you? Everybody get in.
Huh?
My word, I'm healing in places I didn't even know I had. Aren't you coming in? The water's fine.
But I,
I'm coming back to life. Not that I was dead or anything.
Would I have to strip down?
Oh, right. The old man, he did say there's a proper way for getting in the water.
But I mean... right here.
Hey, guys, where's your sense of culture? Get in already. You don't want it getting cold.
It's perfect for healing your wounds after a grueling battle.
but, Commander...
You can be hopeless. Uni, boot him in already, will ya?
Roger that.
Now wait here a minute, Uni. I never said I was going in! Spark, why did it have to end like this?
Tyon, it's a good experience for you. It wasn't so bad, was it?
Well, now that you ask.
Yeah, taking a dip wasn't bad at all.
Right.
All my tiredness is just completely gone.
Did you enjoy your break?
I did. Thanks to you, I feel as if a weight's been lifted from my heart. I believed I was working for the colony, but really I was running myself into the ground.
So it was worth coming here.
It just shows that there's room in any heart to appreciate the finer things. This has given me a lot to think about. At some point, I'll have to bring everyone in the colony here.
If you can make everyone fit. In a space like this, people have to take turns. The lines will get long.
Huh. Then perhaps we need to dig some more holes. We might even discover some new springs.
You're really serious?
Once the fighting ends and people have more free time, then I might give it some serious thought. Digging a few holes shouldn't pose us too much of a challenge. We are miners after all. But wait. If we can discover many more of these spas, we could bring in people from other colonies.
Looks like you've caught the spa bug, Izzard.
Times like this are when the commander shines the brightest.
Bet you're glad we helped him, Tyon.
Yes. I think he's going to be an even greater help to us now.
Shall we be off? Our next objective awaits.
Okay, buddy. Surprise me. This is something decent, right? Give me some of that sweet ether.
job to blaze a trail for you, Dad. one slip.
Everyone's getting along.
That's a rare one.
found the what's it!
I hope everyone's getting along.
Gondor. Just who I wanted to see.
Something wrong?
Sorta. But just the other day, one of our squads got chased by a ginormous monster.
Yeah? How big are we talking here?
Big. Really big. It got them good, too.
Par for the course with monsters, really. Of course, some of them are going to grow ginormous.
Sure. We've seen some stonking big ones, too.
So, what's the story then? They got attacked by monsters and ran home, tails between legs? Dags, a lot of them.
No, you're not getting it. It was just one monster, and it chased off the whole team. It was a scavenger team from engineering, on a mission in the Fornis region.
You don't say. I'm starting to respect this monster more than I respect you lot.
If they got wrecked by a single enemy, they must have got careless, even if it is a big one.
I wouldn't be too harsh. If a monster senses weakness, it can strike without warning.
It's more like... Well, they say it let them go.
Sorry, do my ears need rinsing? Because I could have sworn you just said a monster let them go.
Yes, that's what I heard. They say it didn't keep up the attack, that it just wandered off at some point.
Well, it's a fun story and all, but it sounds like a massive crock to me.
Yeah, I'm not 100% convinced either, but knowing these guys, they wouldn't just make it up for a lark.
I don't think we should doubt that they really did come under attack.
The part about being allowed to escape, however, is mystifying. I wasn't aware of any monsters with that behavior pattern.
Yeah, but anyway, I thought you might want to know about it, boss. Stroke of luck that I managed to catch you.
You did good, soldier. I'll take a look. After all, where would we all be if I didn't step in to clean up all your messes, eh? Hope I'm not too rusty.
We can go a few rounds if you want.
Oh, I ain't feeding. Ha!
Give me some of that sweet ether. It should be somewhere around here, right?
But rumors have a tendency to become overblown. A similar principle may be at work here.
Well, duh. Nobody'd want to admit they got their asses handed to them by one monster. I don't really have time for this. Why don't you, shitheels, get to the bottom of this, huh?
You seemed interested enough earlier.
Don't get me wrong. I am a mite curious. I want to know about the thing that beat my men black and blue.
If it turns out to be a tall tale, then that'll be the end of it. But either way, I guess we can just beat it up. That way, no more threat. Job's a good one.
I like the cut of your jib, guy. That's right. No need to overthink it. We see something ginormous, we beat it up. We see anything else, we still beat it up. Easy peasy.
That's one way to look at things.
Anyway, we've already come out here. We can sweat the details or we can do things the easy way, right?
Gondor does have a point. It might be better for us to shelve the speculation and just start looking.
Hey, over there.
Those guys sure don't look okay.
Hey, you there! You still alive?
What? Who are you lot?
What happened to you?
We were attacked by a fiend.
Huh? A fiend?
We were in combat with an Agnian colony when it blindsided all of us. We did our best to escape, but it was pretty catastrophic for both sides.
Where was it you were fighting? We've been looking for that mudder.
It was Singbriest Funnel. You should take care, though. That thing wasn't an everyday kind of monster.
Let's take a look. Could be we've hit pay dirt.
Whoa! Got a rare doodah right here.
There they are! Is that who we've been looking for?
They look to be surrounded.
And are those the infamous...
We can talk about it later. Those people need our help.
Yeah.
I'm the one you want.
Wow, don't face me! It didn't disappoint! No way! Trouble!
Wait!
Yeah!
I'm the one you want.
Butterfly there! Don't face me! Yeah! Really?
Feeling good.
Everyone healed up? No complaints?
You're dead.
Mighty. Are you ready, Uni? That will bring them to their knees. Bring her on, sis. We can do better yet. Quick draw. There it goes. Quick draw. There it goes. We can't push any longer.
Well, suck it up!
Phew. We owe you. Wait. Who are you?
Just passing by. Ah, but we met some of your mates earlier, I think.
Oh, I see. So they made it out alive.
You lot are pathetic. Getting done in by this small fry?
No, you got it wrong. Before we got ambushed by those things you just took down, we were fighting a ginormous Turkin.
Oh, wow. I'll take it all back then. Clearly, you're all valiant soldiers who got messed up by a Turkin.
Admittedly, these monsters were pretty large.
They were pretty strong, but was it really such a big deal?
Spark it all! It was a huge one that did us in. Anyway, we'll go rendezvous with our friends. Sorry for dragging you out here.
Well, that was a bloody waste of my time and talents. Ginormous Turkin, my shapely arse.
It's difficult to believe that Turkins would even nest in this area.
And it's not like we could just go and rustle them up if they did.
Okay, so what's the plan? Do we go back?
I just can't get over how we came all the way out here and we didn't even get into a decent scrap. It's exactly this kind of shit that really roils my guts. Whoa! Wow. Now we're talking. That's what I want to sink my teeth into.
What?
Get after him, you lily-livered dags! What? How are you getting away?
Gondor, no running off.
Something so valuable here.
Oh, that's a rare one.
We should be able to rest here.
We don't know what lurks in here. Be careful.
We've never been here before.
Why were you running?
Because you were chasing. Anybody run away when scary?
But you're a ginormous turkin.
When she puts it like that.
It's definitely more ginormous than a normal turkin.
What is big idea, huh? Barging into roost with muddy foots, it shows poor breeding.
Don't act innocent, beak freak. You're the one who messed up my guys.
Huh? And what problem with that?
You want to know the problem? How about I explain it to you with my fists, you shit-crusted featherbrain?
I not know where humans came from, but they attacked me, so I chased them away. That's the end of story. A lot of ruckus in Neighbour Brood recent. Turkin just want peace and quiet. Quiet! Not too much to ask.
We did hear it let the soldiers get away.
You humans think we special. Keep coming to capture and attack us. When Turkins get attacked, we return claw for claw. But we never attack humans if humans not attack us.
What? So you weigh up whether or not you want to pick a fight?
Humans not any different. Violence only breed more violence. Therefore, when hit Turkins, expect it back.
Did you just threaten me? Wow, you got guts, blockhead. I think I'll grill him for supper.
Hold on, let's not get heated, Gondor. It does make a lot of sense what he's saying.
So, tell us, why are you here?
They're no big mystery. Had Argo over territory, so now Turkins just look for easy living place.
Somewhere comfy?
Comfy, yeah. Turkins is an island, just like human.
Not an island? What, you gonna build some kind of bird confederacy and then attack us?
No confederates. I'm not attacking block like you. When fighting, I alone.
So, what do you mean, you're not an island?
It has kids.
These are my Turklets. I search for easy living place for them.
Oh.
That's why when strangers attack, I has to fight back. Humans only flock with birds of same feather. I try talk sometime, but they only run away.
Can't really speak for you personally, Bud, but it sounds like you've had it rough.
Very rough. Like trouble with neighbours wasn't bad enough. They're also little food to eat. Me think soon time for move again. New place with no humans. Better grazing.
What? You don't get enough grub here?
That right? I Turkin gourmet.
I don't think you get to be picky in your case, mate.
Was little Turkin joke. Plan to move, it for provide better food opportunity for Turklets. Just before, I go out to forage for Turklet dinner.
Oh no. So when you bumped into us earlier...
That right? Then I chased again. Is some kind of instinct for humans chasing Turkins. They complete ruined.
So, if you had that food, You could move.
If we had enough food for migrate, we could leave within an hour. But this neighbour brood, so many humans and monsters. Migration, have to wait a long time.
Oh, all right. We'll do your shopping. Let's see now. This neck of the woods, juicy broccoli and zap caps should do it.
Gondor, are you sure?
We'll be back with the food. So you and your brats get ready to leave, all right?
Huh? Kind human really exists. Have to adjust expectations for future. Human can also bring 10 spring roots.
Hey, don't push your luck. It still ain't too late for me to barbecue you. And anyway, you brought this on yourself.
So we're really doing this?
I'm guessing Gondor's got some kind of a thought here. Might as well tag along.
Showing good judgment there, meathead. Maybe you're not hopeless after all.
What's that? You hungry for a knuckle sandwich?
Huh? Sorry for bother, humans. This very big help.
Always nice to have more friends.
Just eyeball the numbers, eh? Turkins ain't good enough at maths to tell the difference.
I hope everyone's getting along. Ha! Ha!
Ha! This is what we were after.
Don't let your guard down.
So, juicy broccoli and zap caps, was it? We managed to find a good number. Do you think this will be enough?
I wouldn't worry about it. It's not like they'll be able to tell the difference. Should be enough for the kids anyhow. The lurching monstrosity will make do.
Wait, Gondor, you're actually worried about the little ones?
Hardly.
You do realize there's a chance that the larger one has been lying to us, right?
If it turns out he has, we just punch his lights out. Simple.
Well, be that as it may.
If we get them to move away ASAP, it saves us a world of trouble.
It's true. If they relocate somewhere further away from us, everyone's lives will be more peaceful.
All right. Let's get this back to them then. And we can wrap this...
What was that?
Stupid twits. What now?
Let's check it out. Let's just hurry back.
I'll leave him alone for a second, and now this, damn it!
What's wrong with you, human? This my nest.
Shut up! If we don't take you out, we'll never be able to look our commander in the face.
You the ones that attack us.
Don't let the monster confuse you.
You dipshits! What are you playing at?
Hey, you're the...
Oh, you come back!
Are you all right? What's going on?
He's protecting his kids.
Wait, chill out, you guys. This isn't what you think.
That thing's a monster!
Just leave it alone if you know what's good for you.
You think we can show our faces back home if we got done in by an overgrown turkey? Give me a break. If you're itching to get in our way, we'll just have to give you a beating!
Ha! Seems like we're out of options.
Strong enough to punch your lights out!
Hey, you still with us?
Thank much for help.
What the hell? You could have taken them all out easy.
Things was tricky. Turkin truth, no parent can bear to put own turklets in danger.
Yeah, I get it.
Are all the Turkins all right?
Turklets are safe, but I not so.
Please, no. Don't tell me.
My gizzard, it leaking out.
Pull yourself together. I'm not letting you leave your bloody kids alone.
Gondor.
That is correct. I also not think it come to this. Tragic day indeed. Raising little turklets can be such really hard work. But this, what happened here, this is own fault. Exactly like you say. Brought this all on top of self. Every time get attacked, I was such big flock fool to keep fight back. Never should fight human in first place. Quiet better. Should have run away to safer roost.
Think about your children, damn you! If you die now.
Maybe they can survive on own, my turklets. It no like they're feather brains. So you there, smallest human, please hear my lastest request.
What is it? Let's hear it.
If there is place that's safe and have no fighting, I want you take my turklets there so safe and tight. If they just need live, then turklets can handle by self. But they not too good for fighting. They not strong. Like I I was when in primes of use. If Turkin can ask you.
He's gone.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a Turkin. Seeing someone die before your eyes and not being able to do anything about it, it's shit.
But I think we did all we could.
Yeah, I guess. Hey, you lot. Got a job for you.
A job?
You heard the bird. We gotta take him with. I, did kinda bring this on us all.
I don't really think it's your responsibility.
Did I ask you? What's it gonna be? Your kids coming? Or would you rather stay here with Daddy? All right, go say your farewells. But it's not safe here anymore. So don't take any longer than you have to.
Gondor, are you sure about this?
Life put them in front of me. So I wanted to do what I could to make their lot bearable. And there's just the little ones left. If they say they want to live, I can at least give them that much.
You're right. I think that's the best way.
Yeah, life can be a bitch sometimes. But what's the alternative? None of us planned it. But we're family now. And family has to stick together, right?
Makes sense.
I'll tell you right now, the work will be hard. You'll have to scratch for your own grain. You sure you still want it? Your dad was a tough customer. Don't you ever forget that. Shit always comes at you sideways.
Are you okay, Gondor?
Mind your damn business. You're not the ones who's gonna have to teach stuff to non-verbal bird things.
True.
Let's get going. There's plenty to do and daylight's wasted.
Ah, yeah!
I will fight with you till the last embers of my life.
Final mission orders received.
try to be a hero. Just be yourselves.
We've really walked a bit, huh?
Let my bow do the talking.
My stomach's growling. This is something decent, right?
Decisions. Ha! Ha! Yeah, you can't always give 100%. We should talk about this. Group chat first, right?
Are we all ready to fight?
Hey, the colony relations changed. Hey, the colony relations changed. What are we giving them? Gotta watch the pennies.
stones for emergencies. I hope nothing bad's happened.
This was a nice find!
There's a path to the lower levels.
This was a nice
It's not
find!
an easy descent. Watch your step. You have to still your breath and approach from the back. Then you strike, and the rest is easy.
Whoa, shoot, that came out of left field. Kind of creeped me out there.
everyone's getting along. I hope everyone's getting along. Hey, the colony relations changed. Whoa! Say, if we slid along that... Yippee! Whoa!
Could that be a path?
Good thing we found this.
Quite a rare sight.
Hey, that looks like a way forward.
Ha! Anna. You look great.
Everyone's getting along. Hey, the colony relations changed.
What the spark's all this?
What are these monsters doing here?
What's going on?
Why, little Junebug? You're late.
Console.
You know I can't abide tardiness. Too much fun and games, is it? Ha! Life is not a bed of roses, my dear. You must be aware of that, surely.
What are you after?
My. Why so sour, my little Uro berries? I haven't the slightest inclination to involve myself in a fracas with you.
Oh, yeah? Then what are you doing here?
Dear, I am positively quaking in my boots. I am here to see my little Junebug, nothing more.
And you expect us to believe that?
You may set your hearts aflutter with whatever feelings you desire, for all I care. If I must confide in you a detail, I would like you to know that it was I who dealt those monsters a swift demise.
You? I can confirm that. If it weren't for the console, we might not even be standing here.
Spark. If only I hadn't screwed up.
You're injured.
Yeah, my fault. I got cocky. Monsters got a free swipe in.
You may find it hard to believe, but I'm quite the assiduous type. I've been keeping a close watch on my fruitlings. But now that little Junebug has returned, there is yet more work to be done.
You're not angry about the flame clock?
Angry? You were the ones who broke it. You aren't going to apologize, are you? Besides, I've been aware of the circumstances for a while now. It has to be said, it's a delicate topic.
Delicate?
Yes, delicate. Do your ears need rinsing, Poppet? I don't know if you're aware, but the people of Tau themselves chose to break the clock. It's hardly my place to complain. I happen to be quite the individualist. Don't you know?
You're not making a lick of sense.
Now, Junebug, be a sweet pea and go on ahead, will you?
Don't worry. I'll be fine.
Noah, we're just letting Juniper go?
Juniper said not to worry, so let's not worry.
That's the spirit. Perhaps you and I will be able to see eye to eye after all. Oh, one thing. I have a job for you, Uro Berries, if you would be so kind.
A job? For us?
For you, I'd like you to procure some twine turf. For me.
Yeah? What are you using it for?
Someone's got to remove those nuisances for new life to settle in. But preparations will need to be in place if we are to dispose of them. Which is where the twine turf comes in.
Twine turf? I think I saw some of that in Yellow Grove.
Well, look at that. How fortuitous. That's a mere stone's throw from here.
Well, it's not far. That's true.
See? It wouldn't kill you to fetch some.
I know what you're thinking. But these things really are going to be a problem for us otherwise, so we'd really appreciate the help.
No, I understand. Let's go then.
My mind is made up. You have my full support.
This was a nice find.
This looks climbable.
This would be our target.
You think this'll do?
Don't see why not.
I wonder how the console's going to use this stuff to get rid of the monsters.
I haven't a clue.
Everyone!
Juniper, are you all right?
Yes, and the colony is unharmed, thank goodness.
Hey, Juniper, has your console always been like that?
The console? I don't really recall.
You said she pretty much left you to it, right?
That's correct. The console rarely ever visits us. We've met a couple of times, but I barely have any recollection of us talking.
So why on Ionios would she start involving herself now?
I say we get this job done and then we give her a piece of our mind. I mean, I don't really sense any hostility from it. Maybe it's fine.
But you have to admit, she's got a way of getting on your nerves, right?
Still, she is a consul. If we underestimate her, we'll no doubt be in for a world of pain.
Noted. But even if we do have to fight, it'd have to be outside of the colony.
Yeah. We don't know what she might be planning to do with the people of Colony Tau.
We should try to head back soon.
I'll report into the console.
Is that enough for you?
Wonderful, my dear Uroberries. Quite the speedy little workers, aren't you?
So, how are you going to use the stuff?
We're going to make it into a pulp and throw it into a bonfire. I hear it has the most fragrant aroma. No doubt the creatures will be drawn straight to it. A little assistance wouldn't go amiss. You.
Huh? Yes.
What a farce.
They're drawn to the scent, are they?
What is it, Tyon? You picked up on something?
Not exactly.
Oh, what is this? Oh, I do so hate the forest. What with all the bugs?
Right. Well, they do say that bugs hate smoke.
You know the type of insect I hate the most? The creepy, crawly kind. Oh, ghastly things. How about you?
Me? I've seen them all before. Can't say they bother me.
Oh. Such a tedious little corner of Ionios. Nothing much ever happens around here, does it?
No, not really. I'm kind of used to it by now, though.
Well, of course you would be. State the obvious. Why don't you?
Oh, right. Sorry, ma'am.
Now throw in the plants I gave you, and we should be all set for the preparatory phase.
Where are you going, ma'am?
Oh, you know, I thought I might witness a little of that Uroberry magic for myself. The smoke rising from the bonfire acts like a signal flare to indicate the start of battle.
Yeah? What's that got to do with... Crap! They're back! Again! What?
Looks like you've got your work cut out for you. Oh, yes. You had better live your lives to their very fullest.
What? These monsters! Don't ask me! They just showed up out of the blue and started heading this way!
These monsters aren't from the forest. Why would they have come in so far?
I have my hunches.
No point guessing right now. Let's send these guys packing!
You didn't disappoint. I grew. Summon the element. Over and over.
I'm impressed. Show us what you've got set up. I'm all for it.
There's no end to him!
The appropriate tactic in this situation is fight first, whine later, mate.
Yeah, I know, man. Makes me feel better, though.
My dear, sweet little Junebug. I'll tell you what I'm trying to accomplish here. I want to see Colony Tau performing to the very best of their ability.
What?
I want them to wallow in regret, to agonize, tremble, suffer, writhe, convulse, and then die. You see, the look on their faces at that moment is the most delectable thing in the world to me.
Consort, I don't understand.
All that you are, distilled at the cusp of death to a perfect fraction of unbearable humiliation. However, teetering there on the edge of oblivion is also the moment in which you shine the brightest. The terror of death flickering in your minds, fighting madly in the hope that you still might live. A newborn babe could never hope to match that expression of horror. Only the march of time can crystallize those grimaces of wrath and agony, aged to perfection like a fine wine.
They're coming our way, too.
Never a dull moment around here.
Come now, Junebug. Chin up. I want to see you at the peak of your brilliance. I can't savor your emotions if you don't ripen to your fullest now, can I?
You didn't disappoint. You gotta say me.
Good going, Yumi. I'm the one you want.
You didn't disappoint.
Aerial thrust. Jump banner. Alright, keep them coming.
Half of it.
Time to end.
Hit 'em over and over.
Going, Unit. Feel the power.
Now we're through for it.
I'm more than strong enough to punch your lights out. Summon elements. Are you ready, Uni? That will bring them to their knees. We should do better yet. Spirit Ranger.
I'm getting in the swing of this.
Sparks! They got Roland. Somebody go and help the poor soul.
How in the... Are we snuffed then? Is this it for us?
Stay calm. There's still a glimmer of hope. There aren't as many monsters as before. It's doable. Keep pushing them back.
We'll try.
Oroberries are a force to be reckoned with, aren't they? I hadn't factored them in, but I did get a taste of fear and despair. And for that, I'm truly grateful. You must have felt such sweet relief when they broke the flame clock. How does it feel to have all that taken away from you? You'd better pick up the pace, or my little monsters will flock to you like a free meal.
It's the smoke. Put out the fire. Stop the smoke.
Oh. I think it's a little late for that.
I had my doubts, but I never thought you were so brazen as to do this openly.
When you crush and burn those plants, they make the most irresistible aroma for monsters.
So you lied about getting rid of them?
I said that nuisances had to be removed. Who said anything about monsters? I was hoping to remove everyone save little Junebug here and make way for new growth in the forest.
You don't have to spout a load of shite, you know that.
I was hoping to see them savaged by hungry beasts, but oh well. Your efforts have managed to ruin a perfectly good tragedy. Again.
Again?
Did I not mention? Not a few days ago, I recall that you intervened. I was hoping to cull some fruitlings before their homecoming.
Ah! The monsters from before.
Yes, that's it. That's the way. It's the monsters that you encountered on that fateful day. The very same. Yes, I led them there myself. If they had feasted on your husks, I could have thrown them into the colony and given you such a fright.
Why? Why would you think of doing such an awful thing?
I took you to be smarter than this, Junebug. Be a dear and fire up those synapses for me. Colony Tower was ready to accept their fate. I settled on the monsters as the best way to deal with that. I thought perhaps if you were to see your friends torn apart before your very eyes, it might give you the stimulus you need.
You're beyond help.
When the flame clock was destroyed, and you were given the chance to live, you also came to fear death, and gained the ability to suffer, as you are doing right now. You've done well, my little Uro berries. Yes, indeed. The look on your faces is not something so easily reproduced. Ah, how long I've waited just to see those contortions. The perfect moment. Once matured, then savored. I'll not let you die easily. I shall see to that.
You consoles are all the same, aren't you? How can you toy with people's lives like this? You think this is fun?
Oh, I just love teasing my favorite playthings. Is that really so difficult to understand? Well, it's been lovely talking to you, but I'm afraid time's getting on. If you despise me so much, slay my little pet and try taking me on yourselves.
I'm the one you want.
You didn't disappoint.
You're a lifesaver. I'm the one you want. Elemental discharge! Aerial slash!
All right, keep them coming.
Feel that?
It's amazing! Things are building up. Do it, Tyler.
Is the answer.
What told you now, sorry.
Quick draw! The heat is on!
Now we're
Hunting experience?
My, you really defeated them? All of them? Well, you're nothing if not tenacious.
If you stay away from our colony without interfering, just as you always have, I'm willing to let bygones be bygones.
Without interfering? You really are a model child, aren't you? I told you, I consider myself the assiduous type. Why do you think that so few make it to homecoming in this pit that none know about or care about? Why do you think there are few threats to your colony, yet your flame clock teeters on the brink of collapse?
Well...
Let me explain it to you in simple terms that even you will be able to understand. I made it that way. It was by my design.
What?
You really are the lowest of the low.
I had the soldiers die when approaching their final term. I conceived your peculiar traditions, and I sent monsters to you. And when your numbers were culled just enough to maintain the colony, I sent you new recruits. When you lacked a source of life with which to fill the clock, I placed monsters of adequate strength for your succor. And it has all been for this moment. Oh, the lengths I went to just for today.
I cannot begin to understand you.
Countless hours of painstaking effort went into this. But I am so very glad to have met a soul like yourself, little Junebug. Even your rage brings me delight. The fact that you want to kill me where I stand, even more rapturous. I shall contort your face into an expression of pure agony. I shall tear down all that you are.
The people of Colony Town have been fighting just to survive day to day. We won't allow you to have your way anymore. This ends here.
Yes. Yes, I suppose you're right. My actions are unforgivable. Come then, do your worst. If you don't kill me now...
You'll have to watch as I slaughter your precious colony Tau before your very eyes! Let your face twist in agony for my pleasure!
Time's up, Pencil. Come on now! They broke away!
For me!
I'm the one you want.
Wow, thanks! Come on now! No, I did! Give it up!
You won't get away!
Let me give you a taste!
Right! How about this?
Let me give you a taste! Give it up!
How about this?
I'll show you!
No time on my watch. Get free done. Come on now. I'll let you know it. Time for the full credit. You didn't know what?
I'll show you!
They broke away.
Humans! I'll burn you all to ash!
Come on now. No escape. Reaching right there.
Tell you the meaning of pain!
I'll bring you down. No question. I'll have this.
Well, then, it looks like it's my loss. You've such power, my Ouroboros.
Consul Yu.
Oh, yes. Now that right there is the face I wanted to see. I'm afraid I will be dying here alone. I'm going to kill off all your dear sweet friends, one by one. You will remember exactly how they died, and you will regret it every waking moment. Cursing your own ineptitude, wishing you'd done more. Avenged though they were, aimless anger will consume you. How very exquisite the look on your face will be then.
She's lost the plot. Big time.
This was our victory. You don't need to listen to this.
Colony Tau.
What about them?
We made a promise that we'd survive. And so, the Consul's twisted games are something I cannot entertain.
Junebug. So you really can make a face like that too.
And now I must wonder, did I do the right thing in the end?
I think that's what life is all about. Searching to find that answer.
Yes, how true.
Thanks. Yet again. Feels like you're always saving our bacon.
Now, none of that. We're all mates now, remember?
Yeah, Lance is right. We're all in this together.
Juniper, what's wrong?
Life is cruel, isn't it? Just when I stopped waiting for death and began to live for myself. Why must it be so hard? It's just as the Consul said, expecting death would have been so much easier.
You're not wrong. It's not easy. And it never will be.
Sure, but it's still a sight better than doing sparkle and giving up.
That's also true. You're right. Life is a struggle, but I think I'd like to go on fighting for a little while longer at least.
Nah, you've got to dream bigger. Fight until the bitter end!
Perhaps I should. Even without a Consul, our goal remains the same.
That's right. And we've got to start by harvesting the crops.
Right, yes. We have our hands full as it is trying to look after ourselves right now.
Sure. Well, if you ever find yourself having a hard time, we'll be there to help.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, and see you soon. My stomach's growling.
My life is yours to command. For a little bit.